What's going on, guys? It's Hi, and here we are, 3 months since I applied Adam's Graphene ceramic coating to my Supra, and in this video we are going to see how the coating is holding up. Before we get started, I want to give you some background information. Since application, this car has been parked outside facing all the elements. I applied the coating at the beginning of September, so it experienced some decent end of summer heat for that month, 70 to 80 degree Fahrenheit easily. Then getting further into fall, we've had a particularly wet season, so the car has just been getting beat with rain, multiple hours a day for days on end. Now into winter, we've been getting below freezing temps every night. Some days it would rain and then the rain would freeze at night, leaving chunks of ice on the finish. Since application, the coating has also experienced hail 3 or 4 times. Not sure if that has a major effect on the coating, but it's something to note. With that being said, let's take a look at the coating. First off, let's see its self-cleaning capabilities. The car has not been washed and there are a couple of spots with noticeable contaminants. I'm going to spray these spots with the hose and let's see if the coating was able to keep the contaminants from sticking. As you can see, all the contaminants just rolled off simply with water. So the self-cleaning capabilities of the coating after 3 months are still good. Next, let's take a look at the hydrophobic properties, or the coating's ability to repel water. As you can see, the coating still beads water very well, but I would personally say that the water is not sheeting off as much. There seems to be a lot of standing water in flatter places like the hood. However, this could be because the car is slightly dirty, so at this point, I'm going to wash the car and we'll re-examine the hydrophobic properties of the coating. Now that the car is clean, let's see how the coating reacts to water. First up, the hood. Again, I would still say that there is a lot of standing water compared to my first update video, which occurred 1 week after application when the coating had the chance to fully cure. Now, no doubt the coating is still there. We can see this in the abundance of water beads, but water beading isn't everything. I would argue that water sheeting is more important because water beads can leave water spots if you don't have the right setup. Water sheeting, on the other hand, gets rid of the water and requires less work if you take the time to dry the car after washing. For me personally, the reduction in slickness and water sheeting is a bit disappointing, but let's move on to the next panel. As you can see, the headlight is looking pretty good. Water runs off the surface, and I would say that this part of the coating is looking very similar to the 1-week update. But this is a pretty small portion of the car, and gravity is helping a lot. Let's take a look at the front lip. At the 1-week update, this portion of the coating was very impressive because water just ran off and did not want to stick around. After 3 months, I want to say again that there is a reduction in water sheeting. The water just seems to move slower off the car. Here's another angle of the front lip that's a bit more curved. Again, it's tough to call this one, but I would say that the water is moving more slowly off the surface than at the 1-week update. Lastly, the front fenders. This is the most vertical panel of the car, so if we're going to see water sheet, it's going to be here. So I think this is another panel that's hard to call. Water is beating and sheeting very well here, but again, it's essentially a vertical panel, so gravity is helping a lot. Now, after simply taking a look at the coating's ability to repel water, it's a bit difficult to tell if there's really been any changes. Sure, I may have said that the water looked like it was moving more slowly off the panels, but that's kind of just a feeling. Well, let me show you what really proved this for me. At the 1-week update, I showed how a cheap underpowered leaf blower was able to blow water from one side of the hood to the other without me having to move around the hood too much. Let's do something similar, but in this video, I'm going to use my Adams Air Cannon dryer, which is much more effective at blowing water off of a car. I didn't show myself using this dryer in the 1-week update video to prove a point, but I'm going to use it here to prove another point. Take a look. If you couldn't tell, I was not able to clear water off of the hood by just standing in one place. Even with a more powerful dryer, I could only get the water to move so far. A lot of water actually broke up into smaller droplets. This happens because there's a lot of drag on the surface. As the water is being blown away, small portions of it is catching on the surface and breaks off, leaving the smaller beads. In some places, there's so much drag that the water really only moves a few inches and continually gets broken up. For me, this was very disappointing and no doubt shows a diminish in the coating. Is the coating still there? Absolutely. It's still able to bead and sheet water very well, but the evident decrease in slickness is somewhat alarming. With any other coating, I probably wouldn't think this, but with the coating that's advertised to last 7 years and has diminished this much in only 3 months, the advertised durability is looking like a far reach. This last test was quite eye-opening and interesting for me. Who knows, it's only been 3 months, so maybe things will level out and not get any worse. Only time will tell. This actually makes me look forward to the next update. I of course will make another video like this, so make sure to subscribe for that if you are interested. Until then, I would appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up, share it around, comment down below with any thoughts or questions you may have. If you want to further support my work, consider hitting the join button down below and become a member of this channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.